guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nita J coming back to you with another story time. It's not going to be a very long video. It's probably going to end up being a little bit more serious because this story is concerning me leaving the church. I tried to start this video on my computer, but my computer froze and I just didn't want to deal with it. I have a ring light now, so hopefully this is a little bit better as far as my color, you know. Okay, so when I began this, it was in 2015 or 16. I can't remember. I had went to church that, Sunday. They needed me to come. I had the cover for the other keyboardist, the music director, because the few weeks, maybe a couple weeks before that, she asked me to do that. I told her that I would, and so I went ahead and did it, and that was actually my last service ever playing there. I did it because I promised her, and I don't like breaking promises, so I told her, yes, I will do this, but after this is my last service. This is going to be a little bit touchy. I left because I'm, bisexual. And the church that I attended does not take, they don't believe in that stuff. And it's a non-denominational church, so you got literally, they don't let you, get away with pretty much anything. To me, it feels like you have to be perfect in order to do anything, you know what I mean? Like, there are some churches that are strict, and then there's churches that are kind of lenient, but then, but me, myself, I just didn't want to go through that anymore. I just got fed up. I got tired because I did it for 20 years, and that was a long time. I started when I was 18. And it was a big, challenging transition to go from a church to not going to church at all, and trying to find my way, trying to find what I believed in and what was true to me. And it was a journey. It was a long journey, because I was conflicted, I get my drink on. I was conflicted because, I was raised in church all my life, and it was, it was part of my upbringing. So me totally stepping out of church was so awkward for me, but I had to do it because, I had too much, I had a lot of thoughts, when you're sitting there in the congregation and you're listening to your pastor and you have thoughts going through your head like, okay, why did he say that, or what does that have to do with this, and why does it seem like stuff is contradicting, and And then when you approach your pastor with these questions, he's like, he really don't, it's like almost like they get offensive because they feel like you shouldn't be asking them questions. You shouldn't be questioning the Bible. You shouldn't be questioning any scripture or anything because you know that you know better. And then they would tell me that you know better. And I'm like, I understand, you know, that I was brought up in church, and I understand that I was a leader and I was supposed to live a certain way. And I knew that, but it was so uncomfortable to me. And when I would approach my pastor with these questions, I would have to have a meeting with him because he made me feel like I shouldn't ask those questions. And when I sat and spoke with him, I honestly didn't come out. I didn't come out with anything that really I could hold on to be honest. So I started to just slowly remove myself from music ministry and from the church. I came out on Facebook maybe a few months after that, and I got so much backlash on Facebook. I got so much, how can you be that way? You know, that's sinful, you know, that's just not like the Bible would say. You know, you can't do that. It's a sin. It's a sin. It's the sin. And it's like there's more sins that I don't know. It's like they put a barometer on your sins. So it's like, oh, homosexuality is way at the top of the list. And if you do that, you're just done for, basically. And you know, people ask me, well, why didn't you just find a church, Universalist church? You just go there. You know, they accept everyone. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that because I had questions about God's, even his existence, and how he, you know, the Holy Spirit and Jesus and all that. I had issues believing that he was even there, you know, and I'm not saying that I haven't been blessed. I have been blessed, but I think it was more of a it was like you confess what you want and you get it. You have to be positive and speak that positivity, and you'll get what you ask for. And you know, I took a break. I stopped reading the Bible. I stopped doing things that had anything to do with Christianity, because I felt like I was trapped. I felt trapped. And I see, you know, most of my friends were from church. I had no one outside of church other than my family. Ooh, I have not talked about this. You know, I had friends when I was there, and when I left, they left. They slowly but surely, one by one, started to drop me as their friend. Especially when I came out on Facebook. And then I really start losing people on Facebook because they didn't believe that, they thought I was in the wrong, and they didn't like it, and so they left. And I told I told them, I said, this is who I am, and you can either accept it or not accept it. If you don't accept it, then, if you can't treat me with respect and, still see me as a person, then I really don't need you in my life, because then you're just tolerating me. You're not, a true friend. You're not that ride or die friend. And when I came out of this whole thing, I ended up with 2 people that still communicate with me to this day. And to them, I thank you so much, because you didn't look at what my sexual preference was. You didn't look at that at all. You didn't judge me at all for that. And to those 2 friends, thank you. I really appreciate that. They know who they are. Yeah, so I've learned a lot since I've left. I learned more about the universe. I learned more about spirit guides. I learned a lot about being a little bit more positive. Specifically, when you need things to happen for you, and in Christianity, they call that faith. And so I was like, oh, okay, so faith is basically the whole being positive thing. Believing is about the same, Spirit guides are like angels, That's how I started to think about it, and I researched it, and I even, just tried to go that route rather than go back to church and all that. And I looked up, about Jesus and God, and I started to get more disappointed at what I was seeing, and I knew then I really did not want to go back to church. I don't want to go back to any church at all. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with people acting fake. I just don't have time for that. I don't. I want to live my life peaceful and be true to myself. And since I've been true to myself, I found a lot of stuff out. And I feel freer, because I'm not in that bondage of, oh, you can't do that because you're a Christian and you know better than that, and you're a leader, so you have to live a certain way, So basically, in a nutshell, I was basically ostracized. So I left, and since then it's been a learning journey for me, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning what I really believe and what I don't believe, and I am not, bashing any Christians or anyone else that have different belief systems than I do. I don't judge people. I love you regardless. I love you regardless, and I'm not gonna stop treating you kindly because of your belief systems. That's just not me. I'm not the type of person that if I find out that you're gay or you're, bisexual, or you know, lesbian. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I can't be your friend because you're that way. And I just think that if people can actually sit there and look you in the face and tell you that, is really sad, because they lost a friend that really cared about them. But they weren't good friends, you know, they weren't genuine friends to me. It's plain and simple. So, like I said, I've just been on a journey since then. I've written a lot of music myself. I've worked on my own stuff. And it's an awesome feeling because there were songs that I didn't even know that were in me. And once I got that on paper, then started to arrange them and, you know, the way that I heard them when I first wrote the song, it amazes me. It really does. So that is my story for today. Don't quite know what reaction I'm gonna get from it, if any. If you want to comment down below, you can, but please be mindful and don't be rude, you know, in your comments. If there is a rude comment, if someone makes a rude comment, I just block them, because as I said before, I don't got time for that. But if you want to leave your, you know, comments down below, you can. If anyone else is going through this, you can, you know, put that down below too. Maybe, you know, I'm pretty sure there's people that's came out of Christianity or any other religion that they've been in because of it was a conflict. And if it's a conflict, you can't just live like that. But anyway, yeah, if you've pretty much been through this, you can share it down below. If you don't want to share it personally, I mean, if you don't want to share it online, you can always inbox me on Instagram and just tell me that you saw my video and you felt like blah 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 blah, or this happened to you, or, you know, it's really, I'm curious to see how many people actually has gone through this. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to me. Again, please comment. No negative comments, no hateful comments, just positive comments and nice comments. Please. Please subscribe. Please like this video. And I will see you guys in a few weeks, because I'm about to relocate. So I will see you guys in a few weeks, and I love you guys very, very much. And, you know, if you need to hit me up, Instagram, Twitter, right there. Just make sure that you put that you're one of my subscribers, or you know, you saw the video, so I'll know that it's coming from someone that saw this on, you know, my channel. But anyway, have a good night. Have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are watching this. And I will see you next video. Love you guys. Bye-bye.